Hey, I'm Dontrell Sultan, the host of the Innovators of BC podcast. And the Burroughs School of Business and Entrepreneurship is where bosses are built and big ideas take flight. Welcome back to the Innovators of BC podcast. I'm your host, Dontrell Sultan, with our guest today, Mr. Myles China. And he's a senior math comm major at Benedict, and he's a host for the Big DM, and he's known as a superstar, life of the party. So how you feeling, Myles?
I'm a superstar, baby boy. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. And let's talk about this Big DM. Like, how did you get into the Big DM? That's like one of the biggest radios in South Carolina. So how did you get in there?
So last year, my professor, his name's Professor Pendergrass, Professor David, and he knows Jeffrey Lampkin. He's a good friend with Jeffrey Lampkin, and I was like, man, Professor, I'm trying to get into this radio stuff. Like, I already got a little radio gig, but I'm trying to do something like a little bigger. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get my name out there for real. So like, what do I need to do? He said, man, look, I got 3 people that's in this industry, and he sent me the 3 people, and I didn't know none of them, but he was like Jeffrey Lampkin, somebody else, and told me about the Big DM, and it's the biggest radio station in Columbia. And I was like, in South Carolina, and I was like, yeah, let me see what that's talking about. And so he sent me his Instagram, and he said, all right, he's expecting you to text him. So now you just got to sell yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I just sold myself, and I told him about myself, what I'm doing, what I'm trying to do. He texted me back. I gave him my number, and after that, we was working all summer. So
in there.
Yeah.
Okay. And what made you like a great candidate?
I feel like it's a lot of, not everybody, people can do what I do, but nobody can ever do what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody will ever be able to bring to the table what I can bring. Like you may be like, people can, it's other radio hosts in South Carolina, it's other entertainers in South Carolina, it's other podcasters in South Carolina, but none of them are Myles China. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's just something about being, like, selling yourself and being who you are and who I am. I feel like that's gets me halfway. Being there, and then the work ethic is also as strong.
Okay. So before we start really diving deep into your being a radio host and your other ventures, I want to talk about just life after, like, not life after work, but just life outside of work. So, because I know I seen you in a couple events on campus and the life of the party. You know what I'm saying? So is that just that's just who you are, or like?
I mean, it goes along, like, I grew, the way my mom told me, I don't remember, but she said I was able to talk before I was able to walk. And so, I say, I tell everybody that now, and it's just, I don't try to be the life of the party, like, but it's just like, I speak to everybody I see. I do TikTok, I do, the stuff, I do TikTok, radio, Instagram. And so people just see me as like all right, I can talk to Myles, and it's just like, how some people, somebody will try to speak to you, they be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love people. That's genuine. I just love people. And so, like, I'll talk to anybody, any and everybody. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care if you having a frown on your face. What's going on, man? You doing all right? You know what I'm saying? Just making people feel good. You know what I'm saying? That's all it's about, is making people feel good and wanting to talk to people and getting to know people. And like I said, it's not being the life of the party, but when you make people feel comfortable, people just start flocking towards you. Everybody want to feel good, man.
Yeah. And you seem like more of an extroverted type person.
Yeah.
More of a talkative person. You say you like people. Has that ever gotten you in trouble, like in school, like in the early days?
Come on, man. What? I was told ever since a child, it was, Myles, shut up. Myles, be quiet. Stop talking. On my report cards and my progress reports, great student.
Yeah.
Does the work. Just talks too much. Disruptive in class and doesn't know when to be quiet. Now, did I know when to be quiet? No. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I was making people laugh. I didn't care. Like, I didn't care. Like, for a long time, like, I wasn't gifted all the way up until, like, high school. That's when I stopped really caring about school for real. And just wanted to pass at that point. But I felt like, all right, I'm going to school, and people having a bad day. Wow, what's going on, man? I started making people laugh, making people smile, just talking to people, you know what I'm saying? But of course it got me in trouble, man. And I'd have been kicked out of classes, kicked out of school, just for talking, But it ain't gonna stop me.
And what brought you to Benedict?
They were the only school to give me a scholarship.
Oh, yeah. Full ride?
Yeah, no, it wasn't a full ride, but
okay.
It was enough to pay for school and a little bit of help from family. But they were the only school to give me a scholarship, and I was like, if I didn't get a scholarship from Benedict, I was gonna go to the Air Force, and I didn't want to go to the Air Force for real. So Benedict offered me the scholarship, and I was like, you know what? It is what it is. Let me see what South Carolina's talking about. I got family in Sumter, which is about an hour away. So I was like, let me see what South Carolina's talking about for real. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And let's talk about this mass comm department.
Talk to me.
Because Shakira was talking about how it was just like people are leaving and it kind of was less impactful. So what did your ideas on the mass comm for your major?
When I first got here in 2021, we had a lot of heavy hitters. You know, we had shout out Nina, Oscar, Kari, Damien, you know, just to name a few. Shout out them because when I was a freshman, they were juniors and seniors, and you know, they were leaving out and they were headstrong about their stuff. They was all about their content and posting. Like Oscar's a rapper. Nina just does pure content. Kari's a TikTok influencer for real. And like they just all work. They pushing. When they saw, I was like, man, I need to push. You know what I'm saying? I need to go grind.
Sure.
And so I feel like we're just losing a lot of our we lost a lot of heavy hitters, a lot of our people, a lot of my classmates graduated. I had to take an extra year. This is my extra year. A lot of the people I came in with, they left and they did what they had to do here and they dipped out of here. You know what I'm saying? And I just mass comm is going downhill a little, unfortunately. It's just it's just the way it is. It's just everybody doesn't want to. Everybody's not a big in front of the camera person. Everybody want to be behind the camera now. You know what I'm saying? So it's just going downhill a little bit. I mean, it's still strong. It's just not as many people as it was.
So you said in front of the camera, and I noticed that you're probably more passionate about being in front of the camera.
Mhm.
So talk about like you always promote yourself as being a superstar. So talk
Mhm.
about like what inspired that, what kind of drove you to that kind of passion.
So it's really a funny story. So I have this message that I tell on my Instagram every day. I tell people to get up and go be great. Go be great. I'm not playing.
With that song, they'll turn upside down.
I want to turn the whole world upside down.
What was that song?
I just like the song. I like the TV show Curious George.
Okay.
I like that show. And I was with my mom one day, and I was going to work. I was working at UPS at the time, and I was like, "Mama, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of it. Like I'm tired. I'm tired of working. Like I need to go be great. I'm tired. I need to go do something else. Like I'm a superstar. Mom. Like I don't need to be doing this." She said, "Myles, go be great." And I said, "Mama, I'm not doing nothing else." I was like, that's something right there. And I was just like, hold on. Like like, wait a minute. I'm a superstar.
You're a star.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I tell people all the time, and I understand how it can come off as cocky, but come on, man. Like, I listen to music every day that tells me I'm a legend, that I'm legendary, that I'm a superstar, that I'm a king. Like, when you feed yourself stuff like that, you start to, you know what I'm saying? You start to believe it. And when you start when you start portraying this, people start treating you as such. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'll go around, like, not even on no cocky stuff. They be like, what's up, Myles? I'm like, yo, what's up, man? I'm like, what's going on, superstar? I'll call you a superstar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you a superstar in your own right. I'm a superstar with my stuff. You a superstar in your stuff. She a superstar in their stuff. He a superstar in their stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You make other people feel like superstar. I'm like, oh, what's that? Like, Myles, it's Myles China. It's Mylesperhr, man. Chill. You know what I'm saying? It's just who you are. Just what makes you you. Like, don't be afraid of what makes you you. You know what I'm saying? That superstar stuff. People say it's cocky. Some people say I'm not doing enough. You gonna get judged either way.
Yeah.
Myles, you doing too much. Myles, who do you think you are? A superstar. Myles, what you doing this for? Because I can. Like that's literally, Myles, you post too much on your Instagram story. Good thing it's my story. This is my life. Ain't nobody gonna if you wanna do something, bro, go do it. It's about how you carry yourself, how you feel about yourself. If you are a superstar, if you tell people enough, they will start calling you a superstar. I have been greeted around campus. Myles, what's up, superstar? What's going on, superstar? Because you just gotta show it, you gotta believe it, man. It's that's real. Like once you believe it, man, can't nobody tell you nothing. But I'm a superstar. I'm a superstar.
I like that. And talk about your day-to-day experiences at the Big DM. What does that look like?
We go in, figure out what we're gonna talk about today.
Yeah.
Get some call-ins, talk about that. We get my little spot. I get my little part. Talk about sports a little bit. Joke with Jeffrey every now and then. And yeah, it's really more about like connecting with your audience. So let's say a topic we talking about is what would you do if your child broke the TV that you just bought in your room?
Yeah.
What you gonna do if that topic's popping and then you have everybody calling in for like 5 minutes? Oh yeah, that's motion. You gotta keep that rolling. You know what I'm saying? But if something's not getting as much traction, that's when you pivot a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be quick on your feet. Because when you in that chair, I tell people all the time, being in a chair in the radio, like when you have a following, Like no matter how big or small, like that's power in that. There's power in that seat of a radio host. And that's what he told me. Like there's power. Like somebody called in and said, "Yeah, man, I went and tried that new food spot that you recommended because I heard you say it was good." If I would have said it was good, they would have been like, or if you would have said, if anybody on the street, like, yeah, this food pretty good. Who the is you telling me that this food is good? I don't know you. Yeah. I might look at him like, all right, let me go try it. But Jeffrey said it's good. He on the radio. He got to be good. He ain't about to put on the radio that's not good.
He got a name.
He got a name. You know, he has a name for himself. He has built a name for himself. So if he say it's good, then it's pretty good. I mean, I haven't tried it, but they said it was pretty good. So.
And talk about your sports podcast, because I know you be streaming on Twitch, right?
Mm-hmm.
And talk about what does that include?
Okay, so the name of the podcast is called Mylesperhr. Myles with a Y. That's literally all it is. And I started it in 2019 when I was at church, and my church auntie, you know them church aunties, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she was like, "Myles, what you want to do in your life?" I said, I don't know yet. I just know I like talking. And she was like, "What you like talking about?" I said, "Sports." She said, "Why don't you start a sports podcast?" I said, "What the heck is a sports podcast?" She's like, "It's basically a YouTube video without a video. It's basically YouTube with no video. It's just sound."
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay. And in 2019, in like October, actually, I think this about to be this month gonna be the 6-year mark since I started my podcast. So, and I was just like, she said, download this app and just start talking. And my first episode was ranking all 32 teams in the NBA. The episode was like an hour. I had like 5 listens within the first year when I posted it. And I did that. It grew over the years, interviewed former NFL players, college players. I've interviewed the color commentator for the Atlanta Hawks. His name is Bob Rathbun. A lot of people in Atlanta might know him if you watch Atlanta Hawks basketball. But he's one of them people like if you follow that field, that you would know who he is. You know what I'm saying? So, and I just pursued that, followed up on that, just did what I was doing, put out a podcast every week. Interviewed people, had guests come on, had my homeboys come on and just talk about sports.
Yeah.
Like if we had a topic and one day it might be Atlanta, the Atlanta Hawks basketball. One day it might be the NFL. You know what I'm saying? And I get to college and I went from the podcast and then I was doing sports commentary. I did my sports commentary for the men's and women's basketball team for about 2 years. I did that. Kept updating my resume, doing my podcast, and then I started streaming on Twitch when I got my job at the Columbia's Praise 95.7 every Saturday from 10 to 11. I do the sports on there, and I just started talking, man. Just started talking. I got a pretty big following, so I hope.
You say you got a pretty big following. So say for someone that doesn't have a pretty big following, they're not really extroverted, they don't really like to talk. How do I grab like someone's attention? How do I try to promote myself, even though that's not really in my character, but I still want to build my brand?
I tell people all the time, it's okay to be quiet. It's not okay to not say nothing. It's not okay to just be hushed. Like if you are a quiet person, that's cool. But if you got all these ideas and you got so much stuff to say and you just, what are you doing? Let me know something. Like,
yeah.
Like I understand, like you don't want to, like you may not want to go up to people and like, yo, can I get you? But post on Instagram. When I post on Instagram, it's like I'll make it it's like not a diary, but it's like a how do I say this? What I want to say, when I want to say to a person, I'll put it on Instagram, put it there, have them look at it. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to let's say you want to start a podcast, but you're not as outgoing, just start your podcast, promote it, send it to your friends and family. Your friends will listen to it. Your family gonna listen to it, and just have other people come on. That's what I have other people come on that will share. Like I know you got an extrovert. People have extrovert friends. Yeah. Every introvert has an extrovert friend.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? And they'll get this thing out. Yo, me and my homeboy just did this podcast, or me and my homeboy doing this right here. And he just dropped it, man. Go look at it, man. Go look at it. And you probably talking some tough stuff too. But you're not an outgoing person. So they're like, oh man, I didn't know you had a podcast. Yeah, man, I do a podcast. I do this, that, and another thing. Like it's okay to be quiet, man, but it's not okay to not sell yourself, man. Like get out there. It's okay to if you know what I'm saying? I don't know what it's like to be quiet. But I've seen people with great ideas that were hush mouth and not get anything. But if you're quiet and if I came up to you and you told me, "Oh, for real, you do this." "Oh, for real, you ain't saying nothing." Man, I'm just not a talker. But because if somebody comes up to you, that's when you can talk.
That's the
or you know what I'm saying? Or if somebody, you know what I'm saying, speak. But if you just, so what you do? Well, All right, next. You're taking too long, bro.
Exactly.
Like next, nigga, get him out of here. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, just start talking.
What's the next step for you? Like beyond the podcast, beyond the podcast and the radio host. I know I'm not saying it's not a big thing, but I'm saying, do you have a vision for yourself, like in 5, 10 years later?
The end goal is to have my own TV show and radio show. Like the end goal for me is when I was growing up, I was listening to Rick. I don't know if like I said, I'm from Georgia, so I don't know if anybody else had the Ricky Smiley Morning Show.
Yeah.
V103. We had Second Date Update back home. Shout out Second Date Update with Young Jock. Like I said, V103, Hot 107.9, 102.5 with John, well, not John Legend, with what's his name? Oh, I can't remember his name. I can't remember the dude name on the gospel channel, but that was a radio show. Like they had real radio. Like I'm talking about, I'm waking up at 7 a.m. to get in the car by 8 so we can like listen to all right, did he get his girl back? Did he cheat on his girl or not, y'all? Like what we doing? If I missed that, I missed the whole thing. And I'm wondering if he cheated on his girl throughout the class. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, that was real radio. Like 7 a.m., they got the sports, the news, the traffic, the weather, a joke. And then everything is just funny. Like everything is like, it's a show. Like you want to get up and turn on 107.9. You want to listen to V103. You want to listen to 107.9. And what I want to do is like, I want to bring back real radio. Because everybody, when the last time y'all listened to radio? When the last time you listened to radio? People get in the car and plug their phone up to that aux cord and blast that young boy.
Yeah.
Or blast whoever they want to listen to, or they throw in a podcast, which, it ain't nothing wrong with a podcast, but like I want to bring back real radio, like something like when I was growing up, that was literally TV without a video. I'm imagining everything they say, and they dying laughing, I'm crying laughing too. He talking, I'm like, oh my gosh, these people are hilarious. I want to bring back real radio, something where people are like, yeah, let me turn on 104.6 with Mylesperhr and Mylesperhr and crew, or let me turn on the TV. And it's the Mylesperhr show. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever, because when they turn on Mylesperhr, I want them to be like, all right, for about an hour and a half, excuse me. I'm gonna forget about all my problems. I'm gonna forget about everything. I'm gonna have a good time for this hour and a half. When I turn on Mylesperhr, I'm going in here knowing I'm gonna have a good time. I know he's gonna make everything better. Or not everything better, but he gonna put a smile on my face for this while I watch him. And that's all I want to do is make people smile and laugh as long as I can. Because ain't nothing better than that. Shout out my grandma. She taught me that. You make somebody smile, you make somebody laugh, man, you're doing it all. You're doing great.
And I'm glad you mentioned something like you said, the Ricky Smiley show.
Mm-hmm.
I used to listen to that all the time.
Yeah.
The drive, when I drive to school with my mom, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that was very pivotal because it's like just a big for memory.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you capture, because that's from the older generation.
Yeah.
So how do you capture the younger audience? How do you make that just a common thing for us?
So we all grew up together. We're all 03, 04. What year do we cut off people that are like, all right, you're no longer part of us? Like, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, get some love. 04, get a little bit of love. 05. I feel like after 08, you cut off. You know what I'm saying? Like you somebody else, big bro.
Yeah.
So 2000 to like 2008, like that was the people. Like we grew up, like, you know what I'm saying? We was watching the Looney Tunes, the Backyardigans, we was listening to the same people, and so we know we grew up on the same stuff. So I know, like, as adults, why wouldn't we still like, hold on, this remember hold on, this remind me of the Ricky Smiley Morning Show when I was a kid, or this remind me of this one when I was a kid. Yeah. Heck yeah, let me turn this on. Heck yeah, let me tune into this. And now your kid's gonna be like, hold on, like when they get older, yeah, I was listening to Mylesperhr when I was a kid. I had Mylesperhr in the crew. I had Ricky Smiley. Ricky Smiley had his people. Ricky Smiley people had their people. It's all about connecting with the people that you grow up. And I'm not the older generation. They, respectfully, they're going. It's like this is a young people's world. This is a young people's world now, bro. Yeah. It's a young people world. We all grew up together. So if I can relate to us and on a youth level, when y'all get older, we're growing up together. I'm like, hold on, that man talking about something. I like what he talking about. Let me turn back on Mylesperhr. You know, let me turn on the Mylesperhr podcast. Let me turn on the Mylesperhr TV. Let me listen to Mylesperhr and crew. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I try to do.
Wise words. And I'm glad we got you on this podcast because I feel like you said a lot of impactful things that could maybe inspire someone to just not just be a radio host, but just establish a brand online. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted you to leave us with just important words. I know your main motto is be great, but just leave us with some important advice that you can give to our youth.
Oh man, I ain't never been asked this question. I'm always asking the question. An advice I can give to the youth, man. Everybody not gonna like you. Everybody not gonna believe in you. Everybody gonna think you crazy for trying. People are gonna tell you that what you're trying to do is stupid. People are gonna try to tell you that you need to pick something else. I told people since I was a kid, I'm either I'm gonna be on TV and radio or I'm not gonna do nothing at all. Excuse me. I don't have a backup plan. I don't. They say don't put all your eggs in one basket. Well, all of my eggs are in one basket. All of them. And sometimes, because if when you separate, when you take your eggs and put some in this basket, and let me put some in this basket, and let me put some in this basket, now you got 3 baskets to worry about. If you put all your eggs in one basket, you don't want them to fall over. You're gonna hold it carefully. You're gonna make sure it don't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, I got this right here, and I don't want not one egg to fall. So I'm gonna hold it with precision. And that's what I gotta do with my career. I'm gonna hold this with precision. Because if this TV and radio stuff don't work out, it's gonna work out. Like it's gonna work out. You gotta be crazy. You have to be crazy about yourself. You have to be about your past, about your career. You have to be crazy. I'm going to succeed because I am crazy. There's not like this is impossible. In 5 to 10 years, I will be on you guys' TV, making you guys laugh on Saturday night with your kids and your family eating some popcorn. I promise, because I'm crazy. And people are going to think you're crazy, and that is fine. People are going to be like, shut up, you're doing too much. Okay, fine. That's going to have to be what it is. Because if being great was easy, everybody would do it. Of course. Everybody would do it if being great was easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it. You can't, and it's okay. People are not going to support you. Stop this. Okay. And don't get discouraged either, man. Please don't get discouraged. And I know it's gonna get hard. I know it get hard. Trust me, I know it get hard. I don't want it to quit so many times, y'all. I know. I get it. I get it. But after a certain while, man, you got to be true to you because that's all you got at the end of the day. When you go home, you don't got that person talking smack about you. They mad because they mad because they can't do what you do. You know how people like literally say, Myles, I can't. I don't understand how the heck you do what you do. Good thing you're not Myles, and you are who you are. That's literally what it is. I don't need you to understand what I'm trying to do. I don't want you to take a mile in my shoes. I don't want you to. You're not going to understand. It's less traffic in your own lane, bro. I tell people that all the time. You got to get out your own way and let these people think. People going to think what they want. Let them think. What somebody thinks of me is none of my business at all. Myles, you talk too much. All right, well, I get paid to do it. Myles, you do too much. Well, I get paid to do it. Myles, you always talking. Well, you going to pay me to shut up? Like, what we doing? You know what I'm saying? So that's all it is, man. Just keep your head strong, man. People gonna talk. People don't like me now. Womp womp. Welcome to the club. It's a long line to get in. Keep moving, brother. Just keep moving. That's all it is.
Okay. Thank you.
So it ain't no problem, G.
Thank you for the wise words.
It ain't no problem, G.
I felt the energy. I felt the impact. And I want you to leave off with your brand name and your socials, the way for people to reach you.
Mylesperhr _ Mylesperhr _ on Instagram, TikTok. Cash App Myles.
What's up? It's your host, Dontrell Sullivan, for the Innovators of BT podcast. Level up your hustle at Bet's Innovation Lab, where the Benedict's boldest ideas come alive. Good.